Panama and the Philippines, but the Tennessee offense will operate with two wide receivers. Sometimes they'll use a slot set. Usually they have split backs as their two running backs. They've had remarkable balance between passing and running during the season, averaging 181 yards passing per game, running 238, and that's the type of balance, of course, every coach is looking for.
The toss of the coin was won by Tennessee. They are receiving. Lester McLean is deep. Craig Barry's kick now is being looked at by Milam and McLean. It is Milam that has taken the ball for the University of Tennessee and rolls it back to the 40-yard line. It's in blue, or if you're watching in black and white, the dark. As we look at the Tennessee offensive unit, you see that Mike Bevins is the center. Chip Kell, the All-American right guard. The tight end, Gary Tyler. The quarterback, Bobby Scott. McCleary. Kurt Watson. And now with a 1st and 10 from their own 40, Tennessee. 2nd down and 8. The second play from scrimmage here in the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans. Bobby Scott. What a catch. Beautiful catch by Joe Thompson. The initial 1st and 10 of the Sugar Bowl at the Air Force 40 now. Tennessee. A flag goes down as Kurt Watson, quarterback. Pete Williams, the referee from Miami, Florida, indicating an offside penalty against the offensive unit of Tennessee. We have no score. Tennessee on the right, going toward the Air Force defense. 1st and 15, Bobby Scott. He has thrown 14 touchdown passes. He has a great trio of receivers. See what he goes to now on 2nd and 15. A rollout pass. And it is Thompson again. Thompson at the 25. Now to the Air Force 20. Lost the ball, but caught it on the bounce. So after a 25-yard gain, 1st down Tennessee, around the 19.5 of the Air Force. Thompson to the far side. And Scott keeps it on the ground. A fumble, and let's see. 2nd down and about 10. Just inside the 20 of the Air Force. Scott. A pinpoint pass to Lester McLean. He's completed 3 out of 4. Now 1st and goal at the 5 of the Air Force. Going wide. And in. John McCleary of Jackson, Tennessee, number 36, caps a 60-yard march by the Volunteers.
Tosses the lateral.
And the man that is number 5 in kick scoring in the country, George Hutt of the Volunteers, adds another point on the scoreboard at 12:15 of the 1st quarter. It's a timeout at the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans, Louisiana, where the score is Tennessee 7, Air Force nothing. George Hutt will boot for the Volunteers. Took Tennessee 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go, 60 yards in 8 plays. Watching the ball go into the end zone is number 42, Jim Smith. So their potent offense that's averaged over 30 points a game, and there's the team. Split end is Mike Boland, number 83. The tight end, Paul Bassa, 6'5" pass catcher. Bob Parker, Bream, Brennan, and number 22, the flanker, Ernie Jennings. Bob Parker, the Phi Beta Kappa, at quarterback for the Falcons. And Bream, who gained over 1,276 yards. Out of the eye now, the Air Force. And taking advantage of the hole is number 49. Bob Parker with a tremendous 18.1 completions per game. That's quite a record. The first pass is completed to the tall end we were talking about, Paul Bassa. Jennings now to the far side of 1st and 10 from the 30. And Breen gets the call for about a 5-yard pickup. As it looks like that middle's wide open, but they'll fill it quickly if necessary. 2nd down and 6 for the Air Force at their own 34. And the deep back loses the ball, Breen. And it is a Tennessee. For the Volunteers again, Bobby Scott from his own 34. Hitting number 90, Joe Thompson. As they march 60 yards, taking the opening kickoff, that distance in 8 plays to score. On the delay, it goes to 31 Watson. Bauman,
thus far, the Tennessee offense is quicker.
2nd and 6 from the 17 of the Air Force. Scott. This time Thompson. The Volunteers lead 7-0. 3rd and 6. And let's see. The number 5 man in the nation kick scoring, George Hunt, who's kicked 10 of 21 from the 20 plus the 10 of the end zone. A 30-yard field goal attempt is good. So with 8 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Tennessee gets on the scoreboard again as the Sugar Bowl game is another ABC Sports exclusive. With timeout, the score is Tennessee 10, Air Force nothing. We return to our studios for this message. And there is their scoring threat, number 22, Ernie Jennings, awaiting the Tennessee kick. Jennings at his own 7. Moves out to the 10, the 15, comes wide. Is knocked off balance. Ernie Jennings flanked to the far side of the field. The Sugar Bowl underway. And that Tennessee defense. I think he's only a junior. Jackie Walker, number 52 on defense. 2nd and 10 for the Air Force from their own 15. And Green just couldn't get underway. Have a 3rd and 13 from their own 12. Bolin and Jennings to the near side as Parker needs to complete a long one. It's batted away. 4th down coming up. Scott Ham, who's averaging 41 yards. And back is Bobby Majors, a great athlete for the University of Tennessee. Here's the punt coming down near the 40. A loose ball, scrambled for. David Allen was fielding it for the Volunteers, and it's recovered by Tennessee. The American Sportsman on ABC. Tennessee now with the ball at the Air Force 22. 1st down. It's a 2nd down and 8. McLean to the far side of the field for Tennessee. This is Bobby Scott, number 10. Wow. Lester McLean put a good move on the linebacker. And now it's a 1st and 10 at about the 21 of the Air Force. Breaking a tackle is McCleary for his 2nd touchdown. John McCleary of Jackson, Tennessee. Volunteers, ranked 4th in the nation, prove that they are strong. 42 yards in 3 plays. Hunt trying for his 2nd conversion, making it good. Signaled by the referee, Pete Williams. Lots of entertainment at halftime by the United States Air Force Academy Band, Drum and Bugle Corps, University of Tennessee Volunteer. George Hunt has kicked the ball, and Jennings picked it up on the 4, moving out to his own 15. And is brought down. Second completion to Paul Bassa. Mike Bolin to the near side. And the deep back. Brian Breen. Jennings and Bolin set to the far side of the field. 3rd and 1. Parker calling number 10 to try for the 1st down. He's fouled to the opposite side. We have the flanker, Jennings, from the 31. Jennings. Let's see, the play was blown dead by the official. So from the 31, Air Force, 2nd down and 10. They trail 17-0. Into the flat. Green had the ball, hit hard, fumbles. Tennessee recovers. David Allen again, number 13. Putting a hard charging tackle on the ball carrier. Right now it's a 1st and 10 for Tennessee at the Air Force 26. Stan Trott, number 92, is in the lineup for Tennessee to the near side of the field on 2nd and 9. Scott wants to throw, looking for that man. The pass was on the chest. McLean has replaced Thaler. Number 85 is back in the lineup on a 3rd and 9 for the Volunteers. Was he in bounds? Yes. At the 11, McLean has 3 catches for 57 yards. 1st and 10 from the 11 for Tennessee. Wide open. Gary Thaler from Louisville, Kentucky. Just waited for the ball and waltzed in. Trying for his 3rd point after with Jimmy Maxwell holding the kick is good. 3 minutes, 21 seconds remaining in the first quarter. All right, what the Falcons of the Air Force need now is for 22 to bust one here on the kick following the third Tennessee touchdown. Jennings at the 5, 10, 15. Bowling forward across.
Air Force has had the ball 4 times, and that penalty moved it out to the 36. But
we're in the first quarter. Bob Parker, number 10, 49 Breen, 34 Brennan. Jennings, and he was interfered with. So it goes from the Air Force 36 to the Tennessee 46. First down for the Air Force. About 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Parker. And he finds Basso. Now Jennings goes left. Bolin 83 to the right from the Tennessee 34. There's Jennings. Out of the way. He stopped. All right. Third down and 10 for the Air Force. It was number 7 in the nation. Pinpoint kicking and down. Now Tennessee with the ball at the 8-yard line. Their own 8. A loose ball. Look out. Here may be. It is an Air Force touchdown by Darrell Haas. He signaled a touchdown. Back for the Air Force. The kick is up and good. Craig Berry of the Air Force about to kick as we look at one of the Prairie Falcons. 2 of them. And 2 men. Scott pitching it out. A flag goes down. Kurt Watson, number 31, the touchdown. A shift penalty against Tennessee. Scott. A remarkable catch. That one good for 46 yards. Watson. Joe Thompson, number 90, at the top of your screen. Second down and 11 for Tennessee at the Air Force 20. Scott. Intended for number 90, Joe Thompson. So for the Volunteers, it's a third down and 11. From their own 20, McLean 85 with a flanker to the far side. Dropping one to Stan Wold. At the end of the first quarter, the score is Tennessee 24, the Air Force Academy 7. We return to our studios for this message. The attempt at the 32-yard field goal by George Hunt. He has a 30-yarder to his credit today. It's long enough. No good. Pete Williams, the referee, with the indication.
Tennessee 9 minutes and 13 seconds. Air Force 5:47.
Mike Bolin and Jennings to the near side. Parker going opposite and throwing in that direction. Too long. Bolin to the right. Jennings in the slot. Bolin and Jennings flooding the right side of the field. And now Bolin goes to the far side of the field. Jennings is up on the line as a split end. First down. Pinching in was the defensive end. So it'll be a second down and 17 from the 34 of the Air Force. Parker. Mike Bolin. Band, drum and bugle corps. Jennings to the near side of the field. Bolin opposite. Intended for Bolin. Is back there also. Scott Hamrather is punting, and it's Majors looking up at the ball. Into the sun. Fine catch by this athlete. Majors is also the Tennessee punter and a defensive back. From the 41, Bobby Scott. On this squad of 50, there are 24 sophomores. What a team. 2nd and 10. Steve Wold, number 32, the fullback,
in 11 rushing plays.
Joe Thompson to the far side, 3rd down. Well, it was tapped first at midfield, Colorado Springs. Majors now punting. And it's picked up by Sid Matella. A 1st and 10 at approximately the 22 for the Air Force. Mike Boland and Jennings, 22 to the far side. Bob Parker, the Air Force quarterback. And Green. Boland, Jennings to the wide side of the field. And it's completed to Jennings. That's his first catch of the ball game. At the 33-yard line now. Tennessee leading 24-7. Jennings to this side of the field. And a very quick one to the tight end, Paul Bassa. Bassa now with 4 catches as the Air Force moving from its own 48 with a 1st down. Parker. And Bassa again. The flanker is Boland, 83. And down again. Frank Howell. Mike Boland to the near side. Jennings opposite. 3rd and 6. And Boland with the reception, but did he fumble?
That's the first interception. They had 36 interceptions during the season.
Now from the 41, Tennessee. Beautiful move by McCleary, getting the handoff from Scott.
Much of an interception really is a steal. Boland turns, he makes the catch. Allen comes in and steals the ball from him. You can see him take it away there and then go out of bounds.
1st down play from the Air Force 47, and it was Steve Wold with a 2nd and 4 at the Air Force 41. McLean 85, flanked left. McCleary. Bevins ready to snap the ball to the quarterback, Bobby Scott, on a 3rd down and 4 at the Air Force 41. And trying to get that 4 yards on a pinpoint pass, Joe Thompson. Don McCleary, here fullback. Sid Watson is in the lineup now, number 31 on a 2nd down and 8. And the pass goes to the fullback, number 31. Pretty good statistics for Bobby Scott in the first half, 11 and 17. 3rd and 1 here. Gary Filer. And a fumble. Air Force has it. Tennessee. Mike Boland, 83 to the near side. Jennings, 22 opposite. There you see Jennings up on the line and split. Boland at the very top of your screen. Parker, number 10. Loose ball. Bobby Majors recovers it for Tennessee.
Tennessee takes over after the 4th Air Force turnover.
And they have the ball at the Air Force 27, 1st down. And Bobby Scott, the senior quarterback. McLean, 85 of Tennessee to the far side. Filer to the near side split. That was intended for Lester McLean, 11th ranked Air Force and 4th ranked Tennessee in the 37th Classic. That was Kurt Watson on a 3rd down and about 5. Ball now at the 18-yard line. And Watson goes through, and he is. Thompson goes left. McLean, 85, to the right. McCleary and Watson set. McCleary. McLean, 85, is left. Thompson to the right. Here's Bobby Scott. And Down the middle to Thyler. Inside the 15-yard line. First quarter, he kicked a 30-yarder and tried a 32-yarder the first play of the second quarter to no avail. And this one is 30 yards in length and no good. 3:24 remaining in the first half. Tennessee leads. The Air Force, following a missed 30-yard field goal, has the ball at the 20. And a loss tacked on Bream. The ball at the 18, second down and 12. And going up for the ball, number 44, Bobby Majors in Air Force territory. Thompson left, number 90. 85 McLean to the right. And it's Watson, the fullback, the junior, carrying on a play. And second down and 6. Thompson at the top of your screen. And Watson, a determined runner.
Can't miss this team.
Third down inches. Any doubts? It was Watson. A minute 34 remaining in the first half. Joe Thompson left. McLean to the right. Loose ball. Air Force. Bowman. Phil Bowman.
Air Force has 5 turnovers, as you can see.
Now with the ball at the 25 for the Falcons. First down. Parker pitching it to Bream. Mike Bowen is split to the near side. Jennings is opposite. Parker is nailed and loses the ball. A teammate recovers. Third down and 9 now from the 26. Mike Bowen and Jennings over the near side of the field. Basso opposite. Bream. Gives you a little better idea of why Bream gained nearly 1,300 yards. It's a fourth down and 2. Bobby Major is deep. And out of bounds. And let's see, Mr. Thompson is to the far side of the field from the 38. Scott looking. And pulling the ball down for the Air Force Falcons is Jimmy Smith. Bob Parker was nailed only 5 times the entire season, Bud. It was intended for Jennings. Again, Parker was pressured. Tim Priest was covering him in the secondary for Tennessee as time runs out. First half, Sugar Bowl. We have a great halftime of entertainment coming up. The score here at the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans is Tennessee 24, Air Force 7. We return to our studios in 1971, Mr. Secretary, and thanks for coming up at halftime.
Nice to be with you, Chris. Happy New Year.
And now back to Bud Wilkinson. Here in the second half, has the ball at the 26-yard line. This is Bream carrying on the play.
Against 101 for the Air Force and the turnovers that I talked about a moment ago. Tennessee had the ball 17 minutes and 33 seconds of the first 30 minutes.
So a loss of a yard. It'll be second down and 11. As again, the forward pass is batted down. A third down and 11 as Jennings goes to the far side of the field, number 22. Parker is calling signals, number 10. And as we indicated, 41.2 yards a kick on fourth down. Punting for the Academy. Booms one. Bobby Majors, one of the Tennessee men deep. That is Bobby. "55 yards. Bobby Majors. And only a junior. And Bobby Majors had to put the move on Scott Ham. Conversions today. It's up and good. So after a minute and a half of play, Tennessee has scored. Bobby Majors returned the punt, 55 yards for another Tennessee score. Hunt's kick is short, coming down at about the 16. And it's Jennings, and it's changed. Here's Parker. And despite tremendous pressure, he hits Bassa.
Very quick Tennessee ball club.
Now off an 18-yard gain with a first down at their own 31. The Falcons. Paul Bassa. Incomplete. Jennings, his All-American, has only one reception today. It was intended for Ernie. Third down. Bassa going out, Jennings going out. And double coverage on Bassa.
The pass.
And despite the completion, short of a first down on 4th and 2, Scott Ham's punt. And Majors gets it. This time denied any return by Odira Mitchell. Last time they were this deep, they fumbled it into the end zone for an Air Force touchdown. But this time, Kurt Watson, and it comes back to the 2-yard line.
Tennessee did miss their timing on the last play.
Correction on the line of scrimmage. It's the 7. First and 15. Watson, number 31, the fullback. And a little muscle there. We have Thompson split to the near side. The flanker opposite is McLean. And it's McCleary. Smith is deep. And he was calling for a fair catch, number 42. Bob Parker, quarterback now from the Tennessee 48, first down. This time, the tailback, Bream, on 2nd and 8 from the 46. Pinpoint pass to Paul Basso. Now Jennings as the flanker to the near side of the field from the 34 of Tennessee. Intended for Jennings, who has 8 catches, 82 yards. He's to the near side of the field. Green. The Green from San Leandro. 34 is Brennan, and number 10 is Bobby Parker. Touchdown, Air Force. Paul Bassa. The kick is no good with 8 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Tennessee 31, Air Force 13. Falcon touchdown. Moving up the ball is Berry. A hard kick to field. It's taken by Kevin Milam. Slipping away. And then several Falcons making sure at the first and 10 now for Tennessee at their own 33. They lead 31-13. It's McLean, the flanker. But after a 4-yard gain, it's 2nd and 6. Steve Wold. And then the Air Force has scored, so it's 31-13. Air Force missing the point after. Bobby Scott, they need 1 yard. Very close. At the bottom of your screen. And Bobby Scott took advantage of a 2nd and 4 for the Volunteers at their own 49. Whoops. And 5 yards and loss of a down. So it's 3rd and 9 at the 44 for Tennessee. Trot to the far side, along with McLean splitting opposite. Fourth down now for the Volunteers. 4th and 9 from. There's Majors. Into the wind, with the wind to his back, he booms it. That was Jimmy Smith calling for a fair catch again. Mike Boland and Jennings for the Air Force to the far side. From the 13, Parker gives to Bream. Mike Boland is left and Jennings right. Quickie to Boland. Nice job of breaking away by Boland. So already we've had 102 plays in this ball game. Parker. And he hits Jennings. His 2nd catch. 1st and 10 from the 46, the Air Force. Mike Boland. Phillipson Flanked at the bottom of your screen on 2nd and 7. Third grab, number 10, Parker, faced now with a 3rd and 7 as a result. And it's batted down once more. Mitchell snapping the ball. His hands kicked off the side of his foot. Fair catch and touched. Called for. Look out. David Allen. And even though he was on his knees, the native of Louisville, Kentucky, Thompson is split opposite from the 23, first down. Scott. Filer completed 118 passes and 14 touchdowns. And on a 2nd and 10, Kurt Watson, number 31. McLean to the far side. Thompson is the split end to the near side. And it's Thompson. And you saw Scott very coolly survey quite a bit of passing yardage today by both quarterbacks. Scott with 220, Parker with 194. And Kurt Watson. Thompson to the far side, beyond the hash marks. Lester McLean, and we do have to say that he was looking back into a bright sun. On the Air Force 48, it's a 2nd down and 10, or rather a 3rd down. Now make it 2nd. He's right the first time. Oh, beautiful pass by Scott to Thompson.
They get a great deal of credit for the protection they've given him.
The 28 of the Air Force on a first down play. It is Watson carrying. And my spotter, Bill Friel, cringe because he's a Temple graduate. Bobby Scott now on a 2nd and 5.
That's the first time that they've gotten to him.
A slot formation to the far side. And it's the 2nd time that they get to Scott. Mayfield. Majors is back to punt. Just received word that Ernie Jennings, they've taped his knee and he'll be back in the lineup as Majors gets one very high. And it takes an academy bounce as though the Falcons. At the end of the 3rd quarter here at the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans, Louisiana, the score is Tennessee 31, Air Force 13. We return to our studios for this message. Now following a Majors punt, the Air Force with the ball in blue at their own 49. First down. Jennings to the far side, so he's back in the lineup. And it's a rushing attempt. Mike Bowen, number 83, split to the near side. Jennings flanked at the top of your screen. Here's Parker.
Tennessee has had the ball 25 minutes and 7 seconds. Air Force 1953.
Now the 3rd play of the 4th quarter. 3rd and 9 for the Air Force. The marker is down. Parker. Ooh. Loose ball. Unless ruled that it was a forward motion of the arm.
You have to turn, and just as Parker turned, he was hit. And the fumble, of course, knocked the ball out of his hand as he tried to throw it. Tennessee recovers, and that's the 6th covered by Tennessee.
Air Force losing its 4th fumble from the 26, first down for Tennessee. Short side of the field, a slot formation. Scott. The tailback is McCleary, number 36 for Tennessee. Intended for Thompson. And now Hunt will try a field goal from the 32 plus the 10 of the end zone. 42 yards into the wind. It's up, and it's no good. His attempt from 42, no good. So Bob Parker now for the Falcons from the 20. And Bream. Phillipson is in the lineup in place of Jennings to the far side of the field. He's number 91. 2nd and 13. And again, Bream. And both the tackles, Howell and Elmendorfer, are first-year varsity men. And the 11th turnover, a sophomore, Conrad Graham of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, steals a pass, and first touchdown for the Air Force came on a recovered fumble in the end zone. And then Parker marched them 48 yards for the second touchdown with the Falcons. Here's Bobby Scott from Rossville, Georgia. Number 70, Ogilvy. Thompson and McLean are in a slot formation to the far side. Filer is split opposite. All three going out. Filer, the intended receiver, getting close coverage. And here go the Volunteers on 4th and 11. At the 22, the Air Force. It's a first and goal at the 7-yard line. Thompson, number 90, Scott, number 10, pitching it back to McLeary. McLeary, as we indicated earlier, 9:58 left in the game. McLean, 85, flank left. Filer, split right. It was intended for McLean, number 85.
Only 29 years old.
3rd and goal. 4th down, coming up. Richardson, blitzing. Johnson centering the ball. A 33-yard attempt is up. Good. ABC presents the Sugar Bowl from New Orleans, Louisiana, with timeout to score. Tennessee 34, the Falcons 13. Deep for the Falcons. Hunt's kick coming off to the near sideline. 5 yards, 33 yards, and 30 has missed 3 others. This one off to the left. Floater taken by Breen, the fullback. Scrambling for the football on the far side. Here's a 131st play from scrimmage in the ball game. From the 33, Air Force, first down. Paul Bassa. 6'5", 199.
Leaving apparently a big gap in the middle.
2nd and 5 for the Air Force from the 38. Bream, who specialized during first down from the 46. Looking for Bolin. And Mike has it. Is Greg Phillipson for the Academy. Parker now going to his tailback, Bream, again. Now he's faced with a 3rd and 1 from the Tennessee 45. Interception, Conrad Graham. The 4th interception. And the Air Force has 4 fumbles that they lost. 6 minutes, 19 seconds left in the game. 34-13 Tennessee. They have the ball at their own 40, first down. Bobby Scott. And Jimmy Young. Joined by Phillipson. Young again, the intended receiver. 13 is in the lead, 34-13. Young and Scott going out on patterns. First downs, Tennessee with 20, the Air Force with 12. And Bud, speaking of Plunkett, 2nd down and 1. Rolling through with Steve Wold. The 142nd play of the ball game. And it's an interception by Sid Matala.
And that had the pass a little bit underthrown.
And following the interception from the 20, Bob Parker. 4 fumbles, 4 interceptions on the Air Force. 2 interceptions and 3 fumbles, Tennessee. And we nearly had another interception. Last year when Bill Montgomery put together 360 yards. Marker of the Air Force. Intended for Mike Boland. The senior from Phoenix now is 44 completions in 85 attempts. Bobby Majors. And Majors earlier ran one back for a 55-yard score. We hope he's not seriously injured, although by the way he cut, appeared that something happened to a knee.
It certainly did look that way. You can see him here as he tried to break the tackle.
And as a result of a clipping penalty on the play, Tennessee was forced to move the ball on that play from its own 43, where now it'll be 2nd down and 7.
And someone has put a smoke flare in the Air Force end zone.
Intended for Sonny Leach. 3rd down and 7 now for Tennessee. And field goal specialist replaces Majors as the punter. 42 is Jimmy Smith for the Air Force at the 12. Coming out to the 15 and down at the 21. And following this game today, you'll see 30 minutes of last year's highlights of the National Basketball Association. Here is Parker from his own 21. Phillipson, number 91, the senior. A 26-yard gain at the 47, 1st down. 34-13. A minute 42 left in the game. Everybody wants the ball.
And believe me, that's what Tennessee has done today.
And Simonton knocks the ball loose for the defense. And Maxwell, the junior, or rather Dennis Chadwick, now from the 40 at 2nd down and 11 for Tennessee. We're at the Air Force 40. Chadwick. They average approximately 30 more plays a game than do the professionals. And Chadwick, the sophomore, has caught a thrill, completing a pass, and 39 seconds left in the Sugar Bowl. Robert Lassiter to this side. Opposite is Sonny Leach. And it's Lassiter from Bethpage, Tennessee, another sophomore. 1670, Washington, D.C. So it's a Tennessee 1st down from the 21 of the Air Force, looping one into the end zone, and that youngster can really throw. We've enjoyed it a lot. Dennis Chadwick calling signals now on a 2nd down and 10. Probably the last play of the ball game. 3 receivers going out. And that's it. Ben Martin of the Air Force Academy. Here comes Bill Battles, 29 years old, and as head coach in his first postseason classic, he is the victor. The handshake, 34-13. Immediately following the Sugar Bowl telecast today. All right, once again, the final score is Tennessee 34, the Air Force 13.